What's happening, everybody? It's your boy PIATAKI, back at it again with another video. And yeah, I hope you guys are well. And so today I'm going to be looking at a album that I've been waiting for. It's XXXTentacion Skins. So now there's a little story behind this. So this is going to be a review because I've heard all the songs, because I was planning to do something else with some of the songs from the album and it just didn't work out. So I have heard the songs and I thought, you know what, let's just do what we can with the situation. So I thought we'll do a review. So I do have some notes here on what I think of like individual songs. Some there's more to say than others. But yes, how I'm going to do this is I'll play a little bit of the song, like maybe 30 seconds, and I'll cut it up, and just so the people who don't listen to X and have no intention of go and hear any of the songs, at least you get somewhat of an idea of what I'm talking about if you choose to stay through the video. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy. We're gonna start off. So the first song is an introduction, which is just like a little robot voice talking. And then, so yeah, the first song, oh, and also just to mention, I'm gonna leave out Bad, which is the fifth song on the album, because I already have a review/reaction on my channel. So if you haven't seen it, please go check that out. So yeah, let's start with Guardian Angel, and like I said, I'll play a little bit of the track, and then yeah.
Mass, I presume I'm telling if I got a load, I swear I resume. I'm on conquest for the key to the.
So yeah, guys, that was the first track, second track on the album. The first one we listened to, Guardian Angel. So yeah, so from what I got from this is that a girl that he was with, like a girl that he was with either passed away or died or left him, and he's now just talking like how he's saying he's angry at society as a whole for pushing these things onto people. So I guess that's what I got from it. Another thing, which with the reviews, I usually like to go and like read the lyrics and try to get a better picture like that. And a lot of these songs, because the album's so new, it came out yesterday, there aren't many of them on like Rap Genius and all of those types of places. So we're just kind of going off what I can hear and what I can put together. So yeah, it's kind of like he just never played into society's hand the same way that this girl did, and due to the fact that she did, this is the outcome, and he's kind of angry at society for that. That's what I'm getting from it. So yeah, let's move on. So the next song is track number 3, Train Food. So yeah, let's go.
I was lost. All my misery, told myself it'd get better, no clue what that was next to me. Remember there was people walking, talking. The spring on, while the sea will laugh at you. Train getting closer, you still surprised that he battered you. Recollecting all the moments that you never gave. Now it's here, death is now arrived, time's finally up.
So yeah, guys, that was the third song, Train Food. And yeah, so from what I got from it, what I got is that he used a near-death experience to like paint a specific scenario. So what I got is that he's using the scenario to say that we need to make choices in our life, that if we had to find ourselves on our deathbed, that we wouldn't have any regrets. So yeah, that's what I got. So that we need to try and make decisions, and like he said there, that when he's on the train track, that when he was lying there and the train was coming at him, is like, oh, you thinking about them diamonds and that Maybach? And it's like, you definitely are not going to be thinking about them diamonds and that Maybach when, you know. And so I guess what he's saying is, it's not to necessarily say that or that stuff is bad, or it's, you know, that you shouldn't strive to get those things, but maybe to not make those things your priority or your main goal. So let those things be like, make the goal be happiness first and foremost. So if that can be your thing, if you're happy, and along the way, so your goal is happiness, the path you're trying to go down is happiness and peace, and along the way you gain all these material possessions, then nothing wrong. But to go down the road of material possessions to try to gain peace and happiness, won't work out. So that's what I got from it. So the next song is track number 4, which is Mind in Awe. And so yeah, let's give it a little listen to, and then we'll talk a bit about it. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that was the track number 4, Mind in Awe. And so what I get from this, sorry to pause there, I was just looking down, but what I got from this is that he's kind of just saying how he always knew he was going to make it, and he just didn't let people get to him. So he said in there, didn't let anyone get to him, to his mind. And he said he told his mom that one day he's going to shine. And yeah, I like that song a lot, in the sense of, I get what he's saying, is that people will often nowadays, in recent, especially in like 2018, a lot seems to be changing. People just seem to be a lot more open and understanding that we all just here, we all just trying our best at whatever we're doing. And you know what I'm trying to say, unless someone's like directly causing harm to other people, you know, at the end of the day, we should all just accept. I'm not saying we should all gas each other up. What I mean by that is we shouldn't all just run and like hype each other, tell you that what you're doing is always great 100% of the time. Like, if someone has a constructive thing to say, or genuinely just doesn't agree with it, you can have a discussion, you can understand each other. You don't have to agree with each other. You can understand, okay, I get what you're saying, I've heard it, I don't agree, and thank you. At the end of the day, that's what it should be. From what I remember, especially, there was a time where things were very toxic on the internet, and anything anyone did, unless you were already 2 million subscribers or followers or likes, people were there to make sure that I don't know, it's almost like they didn't want you to try because they weren't trying. But now it's like, I think that's where he was coming. Well, yeah. So the next track is going to be Staring at the Sky. Now, before we get into it, I'm not going to lie, I don't have much to say about the song. So I enjoyed the song, I just don't really know that much of the meaning. So I'll play a little bit of the song, and yeah, maybe you guys can tell me what it means, because I completely seem to be missing it. So yeah. Screaming words with no remorse, pitchfork pointed at my heart. So yeah, guys, that was the song. As I said, I don't have anything really to say about it. I love the song. I really do enjoy the song. I just don't. When I say I don't have anything to say, I don't really know what he was trying to say with the song. And like I say, there's no lyrics up, so I can't go and read lyrics, or like Rap Genius sometimes have their own meaning of it, which I could then at least have interpreted and then gotten my own idea from it. But that's not the case here. So we're just gonna move on to the next song, which is 1 Minute featuring Kanye West, which is the 7th song on the album. Now, I really like the song. Let me play a little bit of it, and then we'll talk about it. You ain't pay for that. Now your name is tainted by the claims they paying. The defendant is guilty. No one blames the plaintiff. Gotta say it in layman's terms while you wait on the rain. 1 minute, 1 minute, good, 1 minute, and the next one's run. 1 minute, 1 minute. So yeah, guys, that's 1 Minute featuring Kanye West. Now, why I really like this song, because it's something that it's like something recently was going on about X, and how people are they bring up the worst about X and in general. But in this scenario with X, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to stick up for any. I don't I personally I haven't even really looked into that stuff, because to me, anything that's so bad that people are going to be quote unquote crying over, in my opinion, there's laws in place. So if it was really that bad, if Mans was really doing these ridiculous things, I'm trying to say, then he would be in prison. Then you can tell me, no, it's because, it's only gotten out now after he's died. Now, my thing is that at the end of the day, a lot of these things, from what I understand, are all speculations. Nothing's been proven. And either way, by the end of his life, he was trying to change. It doesn't justify the things he did. But what must he have done? Must he have been like, cool, I did something bad, and then sit down in a chair and just wearing on his forehead, I'm bad? Like, what was man supposed to do? If that's the answer, if that's the right thing to do, so if you've done something wrong, then you should just wallow away in that thing that you've done. Maybe for you guys, but for me, I don't think so. If you know and you've acknowledged that you've done something, which I feel X acknowledged that he was doing a lot of things that weren't necessarily, great for his image, he tried to change that. I mean, in my opinion, X changed so many young people's lives that, started viewing the world so differently, started spreading positive. He made being positive a cool thing. He made spreading love a cool thing, which, whether it is or isn't, I will always do it. But to get what I'm trying to say is that X made people be okay with, expressing themselves, and he did that with a lot, even artists. I was watching recently, for an example, Billie Eilish, and she was talking how X, was there for her in so many ways, and he inspired youngsters or not. And so that's the thing. So he did a lot of good, but people want to focus on the bad he's done. I'm not saying that those people who he hurt, if he did, they don't deserve it. Of course not. But at the same time, we've acknowledged that had happened. But what did he do afterwards? And people don't want to see that. And I think a big part of that is because a lot of people don't understand how such a young person did so much, and they almost just don't want to acknowledge that. So it is what it is. And us, I'm young, a lot of youngsters, how you get viewed. A lot of the things we do, no one really takes it seriously. So I guess that's what it is. So sorry, I had a lot to say about that. I'm glad someone finally turned around and said, what are you doing? And I even like when he said, they're throwing rocks at your grave. He's dead now, so what are you going to do? You're just going to try and tarnish his name, but he's not here. So what is the goal? Who wins in this? Maybe you can say it will help spread awareness that this is a thing that happens, which fair enough. But I don't know, guys. Just my 2 cents in the matter. So yeah, let's move on. The next song on the album is called Difference. It's an interlude, so it's very short. It's 1 minute 17. So I'll play a little bit of it and then we'll talk about it. So yeah.
Baby, I just rock about you running. Don't care about the distance. Baby, I just
So yeah, guys, that's Difference. So yeah, what he's pretty much saying in the song is that there's a girl that he was with and has obviously left him, and he's saying that he'll change for her and he'll buy her a wedding ring, so commitment, and he'll commit to her and he'll change to be with her. And I get, for song purposes, it definitely makes sense. But I do want to talk about this a little bit. I really don't think when it comes to relationship, and this is with male, female, that you should ever try and change who you are for that relationship. At the end of the day, how I view a relationship, I can't remember where I read this. I can't remember which book it was, but it said there that love is like a flower. And, if a flower is beautiful in the ground, if you pick a flower and you try to own a flower, it will die. A flower has to be in the root, in the ground. So they describe love like that love between two people is that love is here and the relationship is here, but it's not owned by either of the two parties. So I'm in the relationship, I don't own the relationship. I'm a part of it, I'm a part of what makes it, but I'm not the owner, it's not mine. So it doesn't become this possessive thing. And that's what happens with a lot of relationships, and then it becomes a he's mine, she's mine. It shouldn't be like that. It's that I'm me, I'm an individual, she is an individual, and we happen to be walking on, our paths happen to kind of come together, and we'll continue walking our individual paths, but with support of one another. So that's kind of how I see it. Similar to, like, yeah, I'd say that's let me just end it there. So yeah, the next song is I Don't Let Go, song number 9, the second last song. And it's another one of those songs where I love the song, but I don't really know what he was trying to say. There's no lyrics, so I'll play a bit of the song, and then, like I said, if you guys can tell me what it meant, that'd be great. Otherwise, maybe I do a more in-depth review on the 2 songs so far, which is Staring at the Sky and I Don't Let Go, that I haven't really touched on. So yeah, let's just get into I Don't Let Go. So yeah, guys, that's I Don't Let Go. I love the song, I really do. And yeah, so we're gonna move on to the last song on the album, which is What Are You So Afraid Of. So yeah, let's get into this song. Let's hear a little bit of it, then we'll talk about it. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that's What Are You So Afraid Of. That's the 10th song on the album. So what I get from this is that he's talking about a girl that doesn't want to be with him, but that it's not because she doesn't love him or anything. It's because, and I've actually experienced things like this, and I'm sure many people have, where another person won't want to be with you because of something that's happened in the past. So like he's saying, what are you so afraid of? Are you afraid of love? Or are you afraid of wasting your time? So that does happen, and it's a fair thing. I mean, I myself have avoided relationships or getting to know people in the past due to circumstances that happened before, and then I place that onto them. And I've learned as time went on that even though the 2 scenarios may be similar, I should treat each individual situation and each individual person as their own. And that's changed my life in many ways, to just not treat all girls the same, and all, what I'm trying to say, not generalize. And I feel like that's a big thing. And that's, yeah, he's pretty much just saying, what is it? Why won't you be with me? Is it because you've been hurt before, or is it because you just don't want to waste your time? Or maybe you just don't want to be in the relationship. And understand, I'm just saying, in this case, that's not what it is. It's that she wants to be with him, he can feel it, and it's just that he can see she's afraid. So yeah, guys, that was the Skins album review. XXXTentacion Skins. Hope you guys can see that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. And yeah, so I'm gonna be posting this not so long after I recorded it, because I am a little late to post. Not that I've missed a day, I'm just, usually I would have posted sooner, but like I said, there was a project with the album I was trying to do, and it didn't work. I literally spent the whole day trying, but we learn. I learned that, like, what I would have done before, which I'll do in the future from now on, is that, like, if a new album comes out that I do want to try use, what I'll do is I'll film my reactions before and keep the footage even if I don't use it, and then work on whatever I work on. So if it does fail like it did, then I have my reactions to use, because last night I was literally stuck with no videos to post, which was unfortunate, but it's okay, we're here to learn. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for enjoying the video, well, watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please join us in the next one. Till then, much love, and as always, be safe.